Recoil is a state management, centralized state management for React. If you go into the Recoil documentation, you will see here what is Recoil, how it works. There is one, if you go, there is a link to that full introduction and deep dive into Recoil. So today what we are going to do is we will make some simple demo app. We'll test and how Recoil works, how it is. Let's get started. First we will go to docs. Recoil consists of a atom and a selector. If you go to motivation, there is many things written like React built-in state management capabilities has limitation. If you use context can only store a single value. If you know the number of contexts you want to create, then only context is helpful. But there are some times when you don't know how many contexts you want to create. Then this recoil come into action. So the core concept, atoms. So atoms are not but the state. Atom has a key and a default value. We can access this atom using this use recoil state in any function, React function. So selectors, what are selectors? So selectors are pure functions that are derived from atoms, values that are derived from atoms. So like if you have atom consists of an array, so selector can be the length that returns the length of that array. Okay, today what we're gonna build is we will build a simple input binder using recoil, and which will have a central state which will be accessible into two components. So let's see. So I have opened this code sandbox. So first we're gonna do is add a dependency recoil. Search for recoil. So here you got the recoil. You will select this. Recoil has been added, if you see here. So the next thing is we'll go to the index and we will add this recoil root, which will inject this recoil functionality into our app. So here we'll recoil root. Okay, so we have added recoil root. We will import that recoil root from recoil. So that's it. Recoil has been set up with a React app. Now we have to create a simple atom. We will refresh this. So this is working. So now we will create an atom. So new file, we will name it as atom.js. So let this atom consist of some name atom. So we'll name it as name atom. So atom, and what is the key for this? So we'll take the key as name atom only, and default value as this. Now we will import atom from recoil, and also we will export this. So that's it, our atom is created. Now what we will do is we will import it here. Import name atom.js. okay, and also we want to import the hook also from use recoil state hook. from recoil. So what this hook will do is it will return us the state also and a function to update its state. Will do is similar to that use state hook. This is similar to that hook, only use recoil state. So name and set name. Use recoil state and we will pass the name atom. Okay, that's it. We imported name and set name into our function. So how to show the name? So we will this name, and here we will convert this into an input box. And give the value as name. That's it. We have done the binding, but we have to, if we click over it, nothing happens. So we are missing the on change function on this input. So we'll add that on change function. So this will event will get the event and set name as dot target dot value. So that's it. So now this should work. So you can see binding is complete, this function is working. But we'll do now, we will give a default name here, Amit. Okay, so that it is not empty. So we'll refresh it. So Amit is there. Now we'll create another component, import this recoil same state into that component, and we'll see that both these components will have a shared state, and we are not passing that state directly from app.js. So what we'll do is we'll create a new folder named component, and a new file, we'll name it as input, our custom input.js file. So first we will import React from React. Second we will import use recoil state. From recoil. And third what we'll do is we'll import that atom, name atom, from our atom. Yes, so that's it. We will create a function import which will return input file similar to that. If we go, we can just copy from here. So I have done this. So missing items I need to just create. We'll create this const same as that name and set name from use call state and name atom, pass the name atom. So now we will see the binding is complete. Export this function and we will import it here. So we will give a line break and we will some label imported, we'll add some label here, imported text. We will say custom component, so that we'll know that this is derived from the component input.js, the values here. So that's it. We refresh this page, level to see two inputs. If I change here, you'll see that input here, the custom component also changes. That means this app.js state and input.js state are sharing their state, and this up set name function also. If I update here also, it will change in every component that is sharing this name item state. This is so easy to set up, and the re-renders only takes place at the component which are sharing these states. That's pretty good. I like this recoil. You can go through this documentation. So there is atoms and what are selectors. Currently I have not shown you the how selectors are made. So this was just a basic beginner's guide, you can say. So what is it require? So there are also one guide, asynchronous data queries, like if you want to fetch some data from an API, external API, so how would you get it data, set that state and render it in the component? Everything is here. That's for the day, nothing more. Okay, thanks guys.